E.N.D. here. We continue the spoilers for Throne of Eldraine. We are in day 5 and we have a couple of good cards that has been spoiled today. Let me show you the first card today. The first card spoiled today is Opt. Opt for 1 blue, you scry 1, you draw a card. This card will not be removed from standard. This card was going to be rotating out with Ixalan and Dominaria. Now, with the inclusion of Opt in Throne of Eldraine, we will have Opt for another good year of standard. 7 dwarfs, 2 and 1 red, it's a 2/2, it's a dwarf. 7 dwarfs gets +1/+1 for each other creature named 7 dwarfs you control. A deck can have up to 7 cards named 7 dwarfs. Therefore, you can play a playset of 7 dwarf and you have 7 cards in your deck. You cannot have 8, you can have 7, you can have 6, 5 till 1, but you cannot have more than 7. And this is an exception to the 4 card rule. Scorching Dragonfire, 1 and 1 red, instant, it deals 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If that creature or planeswalker would die this turn, exile it instead. Trapped in the Tower, for 1 and 1 white, it's an enchantment, it's an aura. Enchant creature without flying. Enchanted creature can't attack or block and its activated abilities can't be activated. Beloved Princess, for 1 white, it's a 1/1, it's a human noble. It has lifelink. Beloved Princess can be blocked by creatures with power 3 or greater. True Love's Kiss, 2 and 2 white, it's an instant, exile target artifact or enchantment, you also draw a card. Ginger Brute, for 1, it's a 1/1, it's an artifact creature, food golem, it has haste. For 1, Ginger Brute can't be blocked this turn except by creature with haste. For 2 and tap, sacrifice Ginger Brute, you gain 3 life. Righteousness, this is a reprint, for 1 white, target blocking creature get +7/+7 until end of turn. Spinning Wheel, for 3, it's an artifact, you tap, you add 1 mana of any color. For 5, you tap and tap target creature. Skullknocker Orc, 3 and 1 red, it's an orc, it's a 4/3, whenever it deals damage to an opponent, that player discards a card at random. If the player does, they draw a card. Inquisitive Puppet, for 1, it's a 0/2, it's an artifact creature construct. When it enters the battlefield, you scry 1, exile it, and create a 1/1 white human creature token. Stolen by the Fae, this is the first rare card. X to blue, it's a sorcery, return target creature with converted mana cost X to its owner hand. Create X 1/1 blue fairy creatures token with flying. Sire Eleonora the Discreting, 3 and 2 blue, it has a 4 and an asterisk. Its power is equal to number of cards in your hand. When it enters the battlefield, you draw a card. Spells your opponent cast that target Sir Eleanor cost 2 more to cast. Very difficult card to be removed. Ayara, First of the Locthwain, 3 black, it's a 2/3 legendary creature, Elf Noble, this is a rare card. When Ayara, First of Locthwain or another black creature enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. You tap, sacrifice another black creature, you draw a card. This card goes hand in hand with Dreadhorde Inversion card. Opportunistic Dragon, 2 and 2 red, it has flying. Whenever Opportunistic Dragon enters the battlefield, choose target human or artifact in opponent's control. For as long as Opportunistic Dragon remains on the battlefield, gain control of that permanent, it loses all ability and can't attack or block. It's a 4/3 dragon. Gedwick the Wizened, for X and 3 blue, it's a 3/3 legendary creature, human wizard. When it enters the battlefield, you draw the X card. Whenever you cast a blue spell, tap target non-land permanent an opponent controls. You can cast this card for 0 instead of X. You don't draw the cards, but you will have a 3/3 creature with the second ability. We have the same card, but with the extended art. I must admit that the extended art, they are much more beautiful cards than the original one, and obviously I can't imagine how beautiful this card will be in foil. We have the first mythic, Harmonious Archon, for 4 and 2 white. It's a 4/5 creature, Archon. It has flying. Non-Archon creatures have base power and toughness 3/3. That means that if you have a 1/1 human token, that 1/1 human token will be a 3/3, but also this affects your opponent's creatures. When Harmonious Archon enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 white human creature tokens. That means that the 1/1 human creature tokens, until Harmonious Archon remains in play, will be at 3/3. But if your opponent has tokens, has any creature, these will be 3/3. If they are much powerful creatures, this will still be 3/3. But if you have creatures with +1/+1 counters, then they will be 3/3 plus the +1/+1 counters. Now, last card I'm going to show you. This is the Planeswalker SCIONS. This is the borderless art for the card. This card is in German. The mechanics, the abilities, they will remain the same, but I can't really explain how beautiful the art is and how beautiful this card is, the borderless SCIONS Planeswalkers. The Royal SCIONS, beautiful Planeswalkers, and I can't imagine how beautiful this particular card, will be in foil. Leave me a comment below if you like these cards, if you are hyped and excited for Throne of Eldraine as much as I am, and here's the subscription button, subscribe for my channel for more spoilers about Throne of Eldraine and any news regarding Magic the Gathering.